right, we're here at the 7th annual Easter Bunny 150 weekend. I'm standing here with the lone Ontario representative in the super limited division out of Guelph, Ontario, representing Flamboro Speedway, Mr. Steve Laking. And Steve, pleasant surprise seeing you down here, my friend.
Yeah, it's a nice deal to come down here on this weekend. It's beautiful weather. Hopefully it's snowing up at home.
Now, as far as I know, you are the first Ontario representative to have competed in any of the 7 Easter Bunny 150 weekends that have gone on, so that's awesome. How did you guys hear of this brand new past super limited division?
Well, my good friend from back home, Murray Tim, lives down here, and his boy runs in it, so we come down to mainly to run with Cole. It's their big deal, as well as Easter weekend, nothing going on, come down and race.
Now, this is the same car you run at Flamboro that you're down here with, correct?
That's right.
How many changes did you guys have to make to it to be able to be legal to come and run with the super limiteds?
Mainly all we had to do is the carburetor. How they limit their cars down here is mainly with the carburetor, so we had to put a 352 barrel carburetor on it, my built motor, and that's it. It's pretty much the same car, different tires.
Hickory is one of the more unique tracks anywhere down in the Carolina region. It's very, very fast. It's deceptively quick. How would you compare it to any of the tracks back in Ontario?
Well, before I came down here, I was describing it a lot like Sunset. Obviously, very old, very rough, but shape-wise a lot like Sunset. Now that I'm here, I honestly can't say it is like anything at home.
You guys had a rather strong qualifying effort considering you'd never run on the track before this weekend. How happy are you with your qualifying effort?
I'm okay with it. I'm not worried about the qualifying effort. It's a 50-lap race, and just keep my head about me. I'm not a good qualifier. We don't have the opportunity at home to qualify very often.
Now, what's that number 44 car going to need to do to have a good run here tonight in the 50-lap A main?
The driver needs to keep his head.
Now, there is a bit of a strong attrition rate in seasons past with the super limiteds. Is that something you're maybe looking out for?
Yeah, exactly. This deal is this division. There's a big age difference. It's geared up for the younger kids to bring them into the bigger divisions. So with their inexperience, yeah, that definitely happens. There's a lot of good attrition and whatnot. Now,
I know making the 12 plus 13 something hour drive down here, not easy, can't do it all on your own. Who helped you get down here this weekend?
Oh yeah, Dave McKay and Tim Stuttlebauer helped me all summer or all winter long to get ready for this weekend, and then Dave McKay Enterprises helped me financially. Ken Spira from Spira Fire Protection, huge help, and Boucher and Jones Fields, longtime sponsors of mine.
Final question, what else is on tap for you guys after this weekend? I mean, we're knocking on the door to the 2012 season back in Ontario. What do you guys have coming up this season?
Yeah, you said it. Head back home, hopefully in one piece. Get ready. We're going to run Flamboro all year long for points. Well, maybe for points. I've never been a points racer. But we're running Flamboro. We're going to run Sunset Specials. Those are our main goals right there.
That's fantastic, my friend. Best of luck tonight, and hopefully we'll be able to catch up with you a little bit later on after the 50-lap past super limited feature event.
Yeah, it sounds good. Thanks, man.
So we're here now with the Spire Fire Protection number 44 machine, Steve Laking all the way from Guelph, Ontario down here to Conover, North Carolina at the Hickory Motor Speedway. Qualified 6th, came up to 4th. You were looking good there during long runs, my friend.
Yeah, I was. I was just trying to be patient. Obviously, you have to be 50 laps of a long race here. But yeah, just being patient, trying to save my stuff.
Do you feel as though what you gave up in experience, having not raced here before, you sort of made up in your in-car experience compared to some of these guys out here that might not have the time behind the wheel of a full-bodied race car?
Well, I'd like to think that. Definitely, I was just trying to use my head and be aware of the guys around with a little bit less experience. So I was waiting until the end to get going, and by that time I think I was out of tires, because we run on a used tire to begin with in this series, so you don't really know what you got. You can save your tires, but they might be wore out even before you get going.
We experienced a dramatic drop-off in temperature from where we were when the sun was high in the sky in the afternoon to actual race time conditions later tonight. Did you guys have to change the setup at all for the temperature?
Well, we tried to a little bit, tighten it up a little bit, but you know, I've never been one to really change from night to day, or day to night, sorry, because I personally don't feel that things change as drastically as a lot of people do.
So are you happy overall with the performance though?
Oh yeah, it's just been a fun weekend in general. Yeah, I'm happy with the performance, and again, I'd like to thank Spire Fire Protection, McKay Enterprises, Boucher and Jones Fields, and all the guys that come with me. We went out for dinner the other night, and there's 21 of us from Canada. Like, it was a good night.
strong representation. It's just like New Smyrna with the World Series. The Canadians are going to start slowly taking over these events, I think.
Yeah, that's right. It's fun down here, though. These guys know how to race.
Now, we were speaking earlier about the history of this chassis, and I didn't realize that you've actually played a very, very large part in how this car came together.
Yeah, Junior Hanley built the basic chassis, and we brought it home, and then together 2 winters ago we put it together. He'd come up the odd night, and we put it together, and I'm pretty proud of it. You know, Junior's obviously a legend around our area. Around here, everybody knows Junior, and they come by, and there's a couple guys that come by, and they say, "Is that a Junior Hanley chassis?" They can just tell it's his. But anyways, yeah, we put it together, him and I, and I'm pretty proud of it.
That's fantastic. I mean, we were talking about how the era of guys, racers coming out and building their own chassis and doing well on them has kind of passed us by a little bit. So to see someone that can come out and win races in their own creation, it's incredibly refreshing.
Yeah, that's right. You're very right. There's a lot of people that just go and buy their equipment, and it's very satisfying to go out and run with stuff that you put your heart and soul into. And there's only a few people around that still do that, you know. And Jason Shaw is one guy up in Canada. Man, that guy, he builds everything from scratch, and I like to follow that lead, you know.
Definitely representing for the do-it-yourself crowd, that's for sure.
That's right.
So you're going home in one piece. There's hardly a mark on the car. Are you going to be ready for practice at Flamboro?
I don't know. I don't think I need to practice because this was my practice, but I'll be ready for race day.
You go ahead and thank those sponsors one more time, Steve.
Yeah, definitely. Fire Protection, McKay Enterprises, and Boucher and Jones Fuels are the best.
Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. We'll see you at Flamboro in a couple of weeks.
Take care, Spencer.